This is a Kia Rio, the cheapest one you can buy, the S manual. At this end of the small car market, it's a tough fight to the bottom, where every dollar and piece of equipment counts. So with that as the backdrop, can I find you 5 reasons to buy this car? I think I can.
In a lot of ways, the Rio is a masterclass in squeezing efficiency out of a car this small without making it look box ugly. Kia even call this bit the Tiger Nose. Head designer Peter Schreier has well and truly put his stamp on the Rio, even at this entry-level grade. You have to appreciate the exterior, which isn't overly aggressive or angular, just nice and understated, making the most of its square proportions.
Now admittedly, the Honda Jazz is still the car to beat in this segment, but the Rio's boot is getting pretty close to class leading, and it really makes the most of the car's footprint. Those same proportions even have an effect here in the cabin, where there's plenty of headroom, and there's even a top box, which is pretty rare in a car this size. Yes, the days of self-shifting aren't over, plus given your only alternative in the Rio is a 4-speed automatic from about a decade ago, the manual base grade is ever more appealing.
With access to 2 more gears, it can better the auto on fuel usage, at least on paper.
Now that does come with a bit of a caveat though. The engine feels incredibly weak below 3000 RPM, meaning you're constantly just shuffling through the ratios. It's bordering on irritating. I'd argue a 5-speed gearbox would actually be better.
This is by far one of the most impressive parts of the Rio. Connectivity and an interface that is actually usable are incredibly important to car buyers, and in today's market, manufacturers can't afford to screw it up. The Rio's unit is a touchscreen. It's responsive and well laid out. It even has Apple CarPlay and Android Auto.
The only other thing you could really ask for out of it would be built-in nav, but at this price you can hardly expect it. These days, Kia is a brand that does its research. Nothing says that more than the policy of locally tuning suspension here in Australia. And you can really tell, it's compliant in the corners, it's great over our unique bumps. Yes, with the Rio, you can say, take that government, your lack of infrastructure spending won't affect me. 2025. That's the year that this car runs out of warranty, 2025. If you believe the news, the world will either be a post-apocalyptic wasteland by then, or some sort of utopia where cars like this don't run on petrol anymore.
That's 7 whole years and unlimited kilometers. Not bad when it's up against a 3-year, 100,000 kilometer warranty from a bunch of its rivals.
Now, before we sum up on these reasons why you should buy the Kia Rio, there are some negatives you should know about. The price as it stands now is perilously close to a Mazda 2 Max, which gets alloy wheels and the MZD Connect system as standard. While we like the on-paper figures of the manual transmission, we found that as a whole package, it feels relatively gutless, especially up hills.
And I found a couple of ergonomic irks up in the cabin. When operating the clutch, for example, my knee came very close to the steering wheel. Plus there's no padding for your elbow, and that seems like a simple fix.
So, to sum up, the top 5 reasons you should consider a Kia Rio S manual include that unbeatable warranty, the excellent ride quality, the great multimedia system, the fact that the manual is arguably better than the auto, and the excellent packaging. How important is a good multimedia system to you? Would you still drive a manual? Do you like tigers? Let us know in the comments. And oh yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe. See ya!